Boom, we back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gen X Reactions. This is Gen X Reactions, and we are back in effect. We are back because there's a lot of nonsense going on. I'm gonna be fairly quick because I got a lot of things to talk about in a short amount of time. I don't want this to be too long of a video, and we got to jump over to my man's Chigs Smooth's video to tell us about Charlamagne just going off on your boy Drake. So I look, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm on the road to 100 because we're keeping it 100 here. 100 subscribers. Not 1 million. Look, we're on our way to 100. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like, share, leave a comment. Man, if you don't like what you hear, then leave a comment. It's all good. I'm not gonna come at you, Stan. You all with the stand-up. I'm saying I've already been approached with some of the stand-up on social media. It's all good, baby. It's all good. Stand on your square. Stand on your square. Here at Gen X Reactions, we're gonna review it from our point of view, and I got a point of view, and I'm gonna say my point of view. You know what I'm saying? Because Gen X, we don't give a damn. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We don't give a damn. None of that softness, none of this craziness that's going on. So I got some things to address. I got some things from the Gen X desk to address. Let's take a look. First of all, I had a couple videos ago that I was showing you guys why your man Aubrey Graham is bothered. Go check the video out. I broke it all the way down for you. You know, Gen X, I got some visuals. I broke it all down for you. I broke down the speed. I broke down why Drake is bothered right now, because speed doesn't lie. I broke down a concept in business called velocity of consumption, and why you got to look behind. You got to look past the streams, and you got to look past the hype. You got to look past the stand-up, the screaming at the top of the mountain. He's number one. He's number one, and you got to look behind the scenes, because that's where the money looks. The backing looks at metrics and key performance indicators. And there's one that I talked about. It's the velocity of consumption. It's a couple videos back. You can check the whole video out. But I talked about speed doesn't lie. I talked about his early catalog. It jumped out the frying pan hot. I'm talking about less than 6 months to get to 1 billion streams. Hot. And I'm talking streams. I'm talking y'all's language. These stands that are always screaming streams. I said, cool. Let's take a look at streams, since y'all so freaking hyped on this. Since y'all so obsessed with streams, look at his streams. It took no time at all for his early stuff to hop off the press and get 1 billion streams. Since then, Certified Lover Boy, all for all the dogs, there ain't a single 1 billion stream song in it. His speed has slowed down to a crawl. I broke down why he's bothered. I broke down the metrics right there easily. I broke down the metrics. Why is Aubrey Graham? Why is Drake bothered? Why is Drake bothered? Because the machine was behind him, and he was pumping it out, and he had the numbers behind him, and the money was coming. And I told you the catalog is the only thing that's carrying him. I told you the catalog since 2018 is the only thing that's carrying your boy. And your loud delusional screams are the only thing. I told you Drake is bothered. I'm dispelling the nonsense that's going on right now here on Gen X Reactions. We got a different take on it. You know what I'm saying? And right now in the industry, y'all are going wild over all these J. Cole interviews, Jay-Z interviews. You know what I mean? We're about to jump in and look at Charlamagne going off on Drake. Why? Because he's asking the right questions as far as I'm concerned. Watch the numbers move. I broke down for you 2 videos ago. Go check it out. Why he's bothered? He's bothered because his early material was smoking hot. The early material was screaming, had a lot of speed. People were listening, consuming it rapidly. But guess what, y'all? The numbers don't lie. Look, since then, nothing is, no single track, no single has hit 1 billion streams that y'all love to talk about. The beef hit, my gosh, obvious hits. I'm not even gonna go into the details. You can go check out the video. He got smacked down. He got knocked the freak out. Get up is what everybody was saying. Get up, Drake, is what everybody was screaming. He attempted to get up. He put out a couple projects, attempted to get up. I'm not saying we don't know what they're going to do, but what we know is the velocity of consumption thus far is slow as snails. Go look at the numbers. You tell me how quick. How quick is his latest stuff going to get to 1 billion streams? It ain't. It isn't. He hasn't had 1 billion streams since. I'm talking your language, stands. Since y'all love talking about streams, I broke it down. This is why the dude is bothered. He's bothered. He's got to be bothered. Go check it out. A couple videos ago. Stop tripping. Your boy's bothered. What else did I show you? He's a bully. Y'all, these latest interviews, J. Cole's interview where he talks about everybody being against Drake. When y'all are talking about the media and how everybody's against Drake, when y'all talking about the fucking bully, are you kidding me? The bully. Y'all talking about Kendrick took it too far. Let's dispel that real quick. Drake the bully. Drake is the bully. Drake started it. Drake jumped out. Drake got froggy. Drake jumped out ahead. Drake went personal first. Y'all stop the cap. Stop it. Stop the cap. Stop what y'all talking about. Stop what y'all trying to say. Stop. It's documented. This is history. This is easily found if you weren't there and if you forgot. If your memory doesn't serve you properly, it's easily found. It's right there. What does it say? Your boy Drake mentions Whitney by name first. There was no personals. There was disses. Yes, we kind of knew they were going back and forth. Yes, we knew K-Dot. Look, it's right here. Don't. But like that, we know K-Dot dropped. We know it. But that was still on wax. That still wasn't personal. That still was just referring to, you know what I'm saying, Pet Cemetery, burying them, lyrically burying them. He said, I'll bury you. There ain't no big three. It's just big me. Because that's how we talk about. That's how sports is. That's how competition is. That's how gladiators are. That's how warriors are. Man the fuck up, Drake, big bully. So he gets sad. He gets mad. He gets butthurt. He acts like a little biatch. He's a bully and a biatch. Why? Because he drops Whitney's name first. Wasn't nothing personal. Jay-Z, J. Cole, wasn't nothing personal. Wasn't nothing personal with like that. It was just a dope ass track that hurt. It was just direct. You knew who he was talking about. He took a direct flight. I'm saying. But nothing was personal till the bully got hurt. Till the bully's feeling, till the bully got smacked in the schoolyard. Then he jumped out. The first personal lobbery, the first below the belt, as y'all are calling it. The first went too far, as y'all calling it. Just because a gladiator walked into the ring and freaking knocked his block off, don't mean he's the bully. The bully started it. The bully's been bullying people. The bully thought he was big and bad. The bully thought he was better than. The bully thought he was bigger than the freaking culture. The bully thought he was the culture. I'm saying. Feel me? The bully thought he was the culture. I gotta check my camera real quick. Yeah. Let me know. The bully thought he was the culture. And so he jumped out ahead of himself. So he thought he was froggy. So he thought it was still Hollywood. He thought he could write his own script. He thought, while y'all talking about narratives, stop it. Drake, the bully, thought he had the narrative. He thought he was going to get out there and get personal and embarrass Kendrick. That's what he thought. He thought he was going to get out there and embarrass him. So he brought up wifey, which is below the belt. I'm not saying that you can't do it. If you're in a fight and you need to win, I'm not going to say what your rules are. But what I am going to say is once you establish a precedent, once you establish a rule, then it's all hands. If you go for an eye, then he could go for an eye. If you go for the growing, then he could go for the growing. If we boxing and you throw a kick, then he could throw a kick. Bully, you jumped out first. Period, point blank. Bring it up, Whitney. So what happened? You brought up Whitney? Oh, okay. Guess what? I'm just going to warn you. K-Dot drops Euphoria and just warns them. Just warns them. We all know. Go back and listen to it again. Euphoria, damn near the best track. I mean, the hype track. The track you could play, I could play any day, any given day, any moment. I could put on Euphoria and freaking bump out, I'm saying. I'm saying. Any given day. So what happened? Yeah, he responded. He responded with euphoria. He responded. He responded. He responded from the first jab. What the freak? What the freak? Oh, homie brought up wifey? Homie brought up wifey? Nah, dog, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let me take my time and put out euphoria. Let me warn him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not get personal. Let's not get personal. What happened? Froggy. The boy thought he was a man. He ignored the warning and does it again. He went personal again in Family Matters. Remember, that was supposed to be the red button. Remember? Of course, they said, no, he's got another red button after that, when that one failed miserably. But he went personal again. So what's going to happen? 616 in LA? Yeah, we're still not going to get too personal, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to let you know. You want to get smacked? Go ahead. Go ahead. Bully? What happened? Meet the Grams comes out and freaking slams him. Meet the Grams comes out and goes nuclear, goes ether on him. Meet the Grams, probably the most scathing personal track. Of course, you're gonna say Tupac. We understand, but Meet the Grams, in my opinion, was number one, the most scathing concept, even to go down through the whole family like a freaking therapy session. Even I'm saying, yeah, you wanted to go personal. So he went personal. What the freak you talking about? You wanted to go personal with the Tupac crap. You know that was personal. You know when you came up, whoever came up with that idea, know that they were trying to go on personal. So what is he going to do? Cool. Not like us. Not like us. Let me drop it. You invited them to talk about the pedo anyways. We're not going to get into that. But anyways, the bully, you can't be a bully and a victim. You revisionist history stands. J. Cole talking about the whole media and everybody against him. That's bullshit. J. Fold. That's not how it happened. 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 How it happened is he got hurt. How it happened is your boy Aubrey has 26 items. Look, I went back. Unbothered. That's bullshit. Dead the narrative. I talked to you guys about it. I showed you 26 things that he's done. You want to talk about a narrative against him? This is self-initiated items. The bully did. The bully thought he was winning. The bully thought he was going to win. Everything. All his disses in the 2 years. All of it. What did he miss? All of it. This is the bothered bully right here. The bothered bully. I showed you. I showed everybody. What did it? Oh my gosh. And then what? And then what? Wait a minute. What? The person who's unbothered, the person who has a narrative against him, J. Cole, J. Fold, freaking liar. The person who's the victim, I'm saying, is now gonna file a lawsuit. It's wild. It's wild times right now, y'all. It's wild times. It's check out my videos. I line it all out. I'll go deeper. But right now it's wild times. And I want to get to the main point of this sap, of this sap that we're talking about here. Let's get to the main point of this drizzle nonsense. I need people to stand up and show and speak the truth. I'm saying that's it. Let's speak the truth. Let's speak the truth. Let's see what Chigs has to say. My man Chigs Smooth. Go check him out. Another reactor that comes. Actually, not even. I don't even know if he's a reactor, journalist, whatever it is. Good information all the time. I'm saying. Go check him out, Chigs Smooth. So Chigs Smooth Chigs Smooth has the clip of Charlamagne addressing what's been going on. Charlamagne, break it down for us. Let's go, Chigs Smooth. Go check him out. Link will be in the bio.
I find him. You know, I like Chigs Smooth. Chigs Smooth is somebody I really enjoy listening to on YouTube because Chick just got an intellectual curiosity about things.
Hey man, when battle rapping goes too far between two artists, who do we blame? The fans, the stands, or the artists themselves? Now last week we saw Jay-Z come out to make a statement that has everybody going crazy about it. Jay said, yo, after the Drake and Kendrick
Jay
battle,
was tripping.
I'm not so sure if we need to keep battle rapping anymore. Mainly because the stands on both sides took it way too far.
And I love the
Yeah, and I'm trying to get to that Jay-Z clip, man. That thing is just so long. It's so long. I'm gonna have to cut it up. And man, you know, all these people who cut these things up, and you know, they got 10 clips for one interview. You know, I'm trying, y'all. Hit like, share, subscribe, comment, and it'll motivate me. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, Jay-Z tripping on this part. I disagree 100%. He's talking about the battle. You know, maybe it's not, you know, maybe there's no place for it now in hip hop. I disagree 100%. Where there's no place is all the tribalism. Where there's no place is all the standism. Where there's no place is all the parasocial relationships. Where there's no place is people thinking that an artist freaking knows them. Where's there no place is people standing on square willing to give something up, sacrifice their word, their name, or you know what I'm saying, their mortgage, I'm saying, over some nonsense. That's what's crazy right now. Go ahead.
the sparring and the music you get. But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it. They almost wish it didn't happen. People that like Kendrick hate Drake. I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth. It's too far. It's like bringing people kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. You know, maybe I've grown. In
Yes, you've grown, Jay, because we know that you've said some foul stuff on track.
I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so. It could stand it before because there was no social media. You know, you had the battle, it was fun, and then you moved on. Yeah. It was like trying to tear down the people's life, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know if it's worth it at this point. I love the idea that we got so much music in such a short period of time.
Great music.
I don't know if battling needs to be part of it.
Look, Jay's talking from experience. He's had some lawsuits. He's had some rumors. He's had some, he's been, he's had his up and downs. He's probably speaking from fatigue. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you don't know.
The culture anymore.
Now, a lot of people actually came out and spoke out against.
Yeah, don't trip. That's my goal. So don't trip. I ain't talking bad about him. He is who he is, but I love his music. Let's go.
The statements from Jay-Z. This was actually one of the first times in recent memory, or probably ever, that I've seen a lot of Jay-Z fans come out and disagree with him. And that right there let me know that Jay-Z was on some bullshit.
That's because Jay-Z fans are Gen X. We will call it how we see it.
You cannot control the stance on either side. They're always going to be there. A lot of these fans look up to these artists, so of course they're going to embody the personality of the artist. And quite frankly, a lot of these stands are very parasocial. These guys think they're best friends with the artists they fuck with. And we see this kind of stand behavior between artists, fans every single day on social media. Nicki Minaj fans and
every day. What I say every day. Fighting, screaming at each other. You know what I'm saying? Calling each other names, getting personal. You want to talk about getting personal? Stand-em gets personal. They'll call you something stupid and not even know you. It's wild.
Cardi B fans have been engaging in war for damn near 10 years now. The way some of these fans are able to dig up dirt, old pictures, old documents about the other artists, some of these guys should actually be working for investigators. The CIA. There's already fire between the two fan bases, and that fire gets enraged every single time Nicki and Cardi B go at each other on social media. And that same logic still applies, especially towards this Drake and Kendrick battle.
Facts.
Even though we're now 2 years removed from the battle in 2024, because we see Drake still taking shots at Kendrick.
Look at 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. How many times have I been online and heard someone say that I make a positive K-Dot comment and they'll say dragging it? How many times? Dude, ain't nobody dragging it. Ain't nobody dragging it but y'all. Ain't nobody dragging it but them. Ain't nobody dragging it but other people. Hey, who's dragging it? Who's dragging it? Cole? Cole who's doing interviews? Jay who brought it up? The interview people who are asking the questions? Drake? Who's doing all type of antics still? Like this year's sneak dissing. What are we talking about? Who's dragging it?
TDE, and anybody else that went against them, we're still seeing crazy stan behavior to this day. Now, this week on Charlamagne and Schultz podcast, The Brilliant Idiots, Charlamagne responded to Jay-Z's comments about battle rapping going too far, and he actually blamed Drake for it. And
Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think he's got a point. Here's what he said.
You know what Jay-Z said? He's like, it turned fans is like, oh, if you're a
It's amazing to watch. Longevity is great.
Amen.
When you have been long,
It's hard.
respect consistency and long.
It's hard.
do you feel, this might transition us, but do you feel because of the battle between Jake and
Who is
Kendrick-
Jake?
I'm sorry, Drake and
Jake.
Kendrick, that it's gonna mess up their longevity?
No,
Why?
not Kendrick.
Why would it mess?
Well, I mean, like, you
not
know,
Drake either, man.
no, but you
Listen,
know what Jay-Z said? He's like, it turned
Look.
fans is like, oh, if you're a fan of one, now you have to hate the other.
I don't even believe
No.
that's real. And you know that I didn't agree with Jay's take. I respect.
That's not real. We all know that's not real. We all know that is the social media world. The vigor, the aggression is in a social media world. Nobody's in Target and one of Drake's soft wax songs come on and they're just leaving Target because they're a K-Dot fan or because they're a J. Cole. Actually, we can't be J. There ain't no controversy with J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? If you're a J. Cole fan, you're just soft. You just go with the wind. You'll find out. You'll find out tomorrow where you stand. But anyways, if yeah. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. We listen to whatever's on. We listen to whatever we vibe with. We listen to whatever we feel.
Expected to take, and I understand where the take is coming from,
Mhm.
but that's also a 56-year-old man's perspective. Can you pull that up? Pull that up.
You're
Taylor.
just talking about Kendrick?
Yeah, pull that up so it's fresh in my mind. Have you
Fresh
seen
in
this
my
tape?
mind.
Yeah, Andrew.
And I know the internet's not real, but it did seem like online, it's like, hey, you got to pick a side.
That's
It's
life. Why do we
tribalism.
act
That's
like that's
No,
not
but
life?
that's what I
thank
said.
you.
I think I'm just
Come on,
looking at my
Charlamagne.
kids' generation. So
Somebody.
people, you know, in their late teens, early 20s now. Drake's undoubtedly the biggest artist of their generation.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's going to happen
Undoubtedly.
in any way is
Mhm.
going to ultimately change how they think.
It's a
about
1A, 1B, guys.
Thank
Like,
you.
Stop.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Kendrick
And
is
it's
pretty
not.
big, bro. Kendrick
Thank
got a
you.
Pulitzer
Nah.
Prize.
Why you
Nah.
Thank you.
Y'all gotta stop.
Yo, my kids' lunchroom,
Thank you.
they would all start singing God's Plan together. Or
It don't
whatever, you know,
matter.
like, it was that.
It's a Catholic
But
school.
exactly.
Why
would
That's
Catholic
like
school?
your kids-
New
Look,
York City Public
man,
School.
these people,
New York
look,
City Public School.
Look, it is. Your kids are singing God's plan. We know they're singing God's plan. We know they're singing God's plan. Okay? We know what they're singing. That's the problem. Your kids at your school ain't singing nothing from All for Dogs. They're not singing nothing from a Certified Lover. They're not. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Y'all got to understand. It's more to it. It's more to it than what you see. Tripping. My bad. Let me go back. My bad. How do I go back? Oh my gosh. What? Go ahead.
There's no fucking
But
Catholic school.
Why wouldn't a bunch of Jewish kids sing God's plan?
Now
What
it's
are
a
we
Jewish
talking
Catholic
about?
school. So yarmulkes and plaid skirts. I want to go to this school. I got to check it out.
Well,
But
maybe
that's because kids are.
Why
maybe
you say that?
LA is like that for Kendrick.
The
Right.
world is like that for Kendrick.
Yeah.
Why do y'all act? Listen, there was a time where Kendrick Lamar had the highest grossing tour of a solo
The highest.
rapper.
What are y'all
ever.
talking about?
Mhm.
And that was
What are y'all
Mr.
talking about?
Morale and the Big Stepper tour.
What are y'all
And I
talking
think
about?
This new tour that he just went on with SZA, even though
Yeah,
it was
they
him and SZA,
broke the record.
that broke the record. But
Yeah.
before that, it was just him.
Hello?
Why do we act like Kendrick?
Just
ain't one
because
of
y'all
them
don't listen to
guys?
Kendrick doesn't mean that he's not popping.
He got a Pulitzer Prize, Chris. Then records.
Yep.
They don't like the prizes. They're just looking at streams. That's the problem.
Definitely went to hell on Biggie. He starts the song off saying, "That's why I up to your."
They're just looking at
Respect,
streams.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was his ex, his wife, his mother, his
But there
children.
wasn't the same reaction channel. There wasn't the same like reaction channel and like clipping economy.
Yes, there
That
was.
adds so much, gas.
Yes,
to
there
the
was.
flame.
But time
bro.
out.
We still consume stuff. MTV,
You're right.
Yo
But
MTV.
the Kendrick
There were
Drake
shows
battle is
on. The
very
radio
unique.
was on.
Kendrick and Drake battle would have probably been
magazines.
over a long time ago if somebody knew how to take an L.
That's Drake.
If Aubrey Graham just simply knew how to take an L.
Boom. There it is. If Aubrey Graham just knew how to take an L, let's see if he knows how to take an L. Let's see what type of L he knows how to take. Does this look like taking an L? Thank you, Charlamagne. Thank you. An unbothered person knows how to take an L. An unbothered person would just go chill. He got me. You know what I'm saying? Those of us been in anything competitive know you get got. You get got. You take L's. If you're gonna play the game, you're gonna take L's. Look at this. Is this unbothered? Is this a person who knows how to take an L? I got all types of stuff, lawsuits, legal. I'm not even gonna go down through there. I got all types of stuff. It's right here. I got legal. I got sneak disses. We got legal stuff. We got personal stuff. We got all types of things that the so-called unbothered person has been doing. I'm saying, talk to me.
And didn't do things like sue the record label.
No, I think the damage was done before that.
No,
No.
he made it worse.
No.
Yeah.
He sued.
Yeah.
I sat here on this podcast
Yeah.
and told y'all he was going to sue in jest. Sarcasm,
Yeah.
sort of, kind of. When I'm right, it's
Man,
not
I need a
sarcasm.
timer on
But
that
sort of
camera.
in jest, right? And he actually did. That is what made it worse.
Worse.
All of the things that
Way
have been
worse.
happening after the fact. All of the Drake fan pages who still can't get over the fact that he just lost the rap battle. So they're constantly digging
Constantly.
up stuff, constantly trying
Constantly.
to find stuff,
Constantly.
trying to, rewrite history.
OVO,
just because your guy
running
lost
around.
a rap battle.
Constantly.
Drake kept this going in a way that
Constantly screaming the red button's coming, constantly screaming the next thing's coming, constantly screaming ICEMAN's coming, constantly screaming just wait and see. We've been waiting to see. We've been waiting to see.
we've never seen before. None of us, we've never seen somebody sue after
Never.
losing a rap battle.
Never.
Right.
That's
Never.
what makes
Never call
this
the law.
seem nastier than what it is. Like, we've seen people get called wild things in rap battles before. Like we've seen people say, I fucked your baby mom and this person fucked your wife. And all. We've seen all of that before.
Right.
We've never seen nobody sue.
Never.
Drake made it
Worse.
Drake and Kendrick
And it's
battle
still
is
going on.
Not only the greatest rap battle.
Look, listen, and it's still in the news. The lawsuit is still going on. How could anybody stop talking? What are you just supposed to not talk about the news? You're supposed to not talk about UMG's latest filing? Hello? We talk about what's going on. And if you keep yourself going on, then whatever it is what it is. Talk about it. Let's go.
of all time. It's the most unique rap battle of all time. We never saw anything like this. We never saw somebody like Kendrick. We said, who said it earlier? To the victor go to spoils. You said that, Chris? We've never seen anybody get a victory lap like Kendrick.
A victory lap, I'm saying.
Grammy Awards for a diss record. Super Bowl halftime show because he had such a monster year. Followed up his diss record with an album, GNX, that
Facts.
was critically acclaimed and
Dope
commercially
album.
successful.
Dope
Go
album.
on tour
I think I'm gonna
around
drop a
the
review on
world
that one.
with
I
the
think I'm gonna
biggest
drop a
R&B
review on
artists
GNX.
and
And I love that fucking
perform
album.
these records everywhere. Kendrick spiked the football a million different times.
I'm
We
saying.
never saw anything like this.
We
guys.
never saw anything like that.
and-
As a matter of fact,
and-
what did Kendrick do? What did Kendrick do? Well, I look, I've been talking about it. The bodyguard. I call K-Dot the bodyguard. He's guarding the soul of hip hop. I'm saying the bodyguard. What did he do since then? Not only the Grammys, not only the Super Bowl, not only viewers going up crazy, but he ain't even talked since then. Not only PG Lang rebranding and killing putting down a foundation to control their velocity of consumption. Go back to my video to understand what that means. Not only the Grand National Tour that broke his own previous tour record, stadiums worldwide all over going bananas. Not only GNX dropping, getting all this acclaims. Listen, my video, Power Over Presence, is like 2 back. I'll probably drop a link here. Power Over Presence. He ain't in the news. He ain't trying to be in the news because he understands what power is. The victor doesn't need to keep talking, Drake. You're the loser. You lost. That's why you're talking. That's why you're yapping. That's why your boys is yapping. That's why your crew is yapping. That's why your paid PR is yapping. That's why. That's why your homie J Fold is yapping. How about that? The receipts speak for themselves. Unbothered. The only one unbothered is K-Dot. I guess it's easy when you
Like,
win.
Jay can't even compare this battle to anything. There's no comparison for this. And I know we're talking about the tech, and that's the other thing. He didn't acknowledge the artist in this, other than to say, yo, you might like this song, you might like that song. Both of these guys went to hell on each other.
Man.
You got one guy calling one dude a woman beater and saying that his wife is one of the kids is his best friend.
And the quality of songs in a short amount of time. I mean, look, were we not enjoying that time? Oh my gosh. The spring of 24, the spring, summer of 24?
This the most unique rap battle ever. So you can't say you don't want to see battles anymore just because of this situation.
Right.
This is never going to happen again.
I don't know if I would say never, but it's going to be a long time.
Think about it.
Of course, something like this.
It's going to be a long time.
Come on.
I don't know. And I'll tell you, because of the players.
This is an improvement in some ways.
Yeah.
Verb people use when somebody gets washed in the street. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the same thing with Kendrick and motherfucking Drake. I'm sure Drake has been places and heard say, oh, like, I'm sure he's gotten that so many times. Like, I'm sure that shit
Facts.
Just like Twitter fingers stuck to Meek.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
In great rap battles, there's going to be things that stick.
How many catchphrases stuck?
Have to learn to move on.
How many catchphrases stuck from the battle? From Euphoria? Oh my gosh. What? From Not Like Us? Phrases all over the place. How about changing things? How about battles being so powerful and impactful to the culture, right? That terms, that adjectives are created. You know what I'm saying? You got Aubrey Graham, Lobry. You acting like Lobry. It's almost like a Karen. You're acting like Lobry. Feel me? You've been MTG'd. You've been meet the Grammed. You've been slaughtered.
If the artists move on, so will the fans.
Absolutely.
The only reason people haven't moved
on
in this situation is because of Drake.
Because of Drake.
I'm telling you.
I concur.
Made this an issue,
Gen X reactions, I concur.
It'd have been gone.
Like,
Drake
share, or
around,
subscribe, and subscribe.
Talking to him,
all of them. Comment. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you can. Let me know what you think.
Things, and they get on podcasts and on their screams and talk about it. Like
all of it.
It would have been gone
all
already.
Of it. But Kendrick K-Dot hasn't said nothing.
There's a place for it.
And the battle of the artists.
Are y'all telling me that the K-Dot stands, the standum would have carried? You're telling me that they're so powerful, that they're so big, they're so vast, that if they would, that if everybody would have been quiet, if everybody would have gone quiet, could the K-Dot stands have carried the beef for 2 years in the news? No. Nobody would have been talking about it no more. Nobody would have been talking about it no more.
But the battle is won on the internet, kind of between the stan communities, not really between the
There you go.
What if the artist
there you go.
Went out, what if Drake would have changed the temperature already? He put out the Party Next Door album, right?
Yep.
What if he did? What if Iceman might change the temperature? Unless he's still rapping about this shit. We heard snippets from the.
We already know. He's sneak dissing. He's throwing shots. Thank you, Charlamagne. Thank you, Charlamagne.
So will the audience.
Now, the only parts that I do have to disagree with Charlamagne on is that this is not going to be the last time we see something like this. This has been happening since the social media age, and as a matter of fact, it's
not to this level.
Going to get worse.
Not to this level.
The next time we see two artists with big fan bases go at each other, it's going to be just like this post-battle, or even worse. But Charlamagne does have a point.
We'll
if Drake moves on from this battle, all his fans and stans move on. And he only has to do two things. Stop talking to media personalities about anything that has to do with Kendrick or TDE, and get back to the kind of music that you were making before the battle in 2024. Once you stop talking about it, Drake, everybody's going to stop talking about it. Now, this is all assuming Drake
That's how
wants
anything
to move
is.
on from the battle.
That's
For
how
all we
everything
know,
is.
Drake still wants revenge for 2024, which is why I told you guys in the last video, ICEMAN is going to be a very career-defining moment for Drake. This album is going to let us know exactly what Drake is feeling, what direction he wants to go in terms of moving forward from this battle, and quite frankly, if he still wants the so-called round 2 smoke with Kendrick. Me personally, I just want to see Drake get back to the melodies and get back to rapping like you actually enjoyed rapping. The fans can tell when you're having
Bullies
fun
rarely go
making
back.
music, and the fans can also tell when you're still salty about losing the battle.
Salty.
Listen, man, you guys get in the comments below. What do you guys think of
Lowry's.
Charlamagne telling Drake to
Lowry,
essentially
Lowry.
move on and stop taking shots at Kendrick
Salty.
and his camp, so that way his stance can also move on as well? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you.
Man, like, subscribe, go check them out. Chigs Smooth, man, quality at all times, Chigs Smooth. Link will be in the description. So there you have it. I agree with Charlamagne. 100% here on Gen X Reactions. I agree with Charlamagne 100%. Listen, the tribal, the pick a side. Pick a side. You little bitches. You always pick a side. I'm a Steeler fan. If you don't know, that's my side. That's my side every day, all day. That is my side. I'm a stand. Yes. I'm part of the Steeler Nation stand-em, I'm saying. That's my side. Every game. I can't even get into fantasy football. No. That's how much of a stand I am when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So everybody picks a side. A game comes on, you pick a side. And you stand on that side. You might put your money behind the side that you stand on, no matter what. In sports, you pick a side. Arguing? We pick sides all the time, don't we? We make choices all the time. We stand. Picking sides is what helps you define the things that you are, because you stand on whatever side of whatever issue it is, whatever thing in life. Who's not picking a side? What are you talking about? Unless it has nothing to do with you, of course not. But if you're involved, if you're on the playing field, if it's your field of expertise, we're picking a side. So here on Gen X Reactions, man, I've shown you that Drake is a bothered bully biatch. It just is. He just is. He can't keep his mouth shut. And his little minion biatches running around can't keep their mouth shut either. That's my take on it. That's what I think. It's hot. It's hot out here. You know what I'm saying? Lots of news. Jay-Z, I'm trying to get to that one. Go back and check out. I do explain more about J. Cole, or I do have a couple videos on J. Cole and in some of his interview. Man, oh man. What's popping? Gen X Reactions. I appreciate you stopping by. If you made it all the way till now, man, golly, salute. Man, it's hard out here trying to get to 100 subscriptions. Tap in. Gen X Reactions. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no outro. We gone.